Hey, what's going on, guys? Shiro here with a Transformers video. It's actually been a while since I've touched this game. I've kind of been out of the loop, been distracted by a few other things, and just kind of haven't really been as inspired lately with Transformers. But with Wave 3 coming out soon, that should be likely to change. But what I'm going to do here is just a deck profile for Superion. Blue Superion to be more specific. This is a deck that I really enjoyed playing from Wave 2 and probably my favorite combiner right now. One of the reasons why I chose Superion was mostly a bit from nostalgia reasons. When I was a kid, I had a toy of Skydive from like Gen 1, and that was one of the first Transformers toys that I remember, so it's a bit of nostalgia. Unfortunately, it broke and I no longer have one, but hey, if you happen to have one willing to let go, or you know somebody, let me know. Maybe I might be able to take it off your hands. So, of course, we've got the usual Aerialbots. We've got Alpha Bravo, Fireflight, Silverbolt, Skydive, and Air Raid. So, you know, the usual suspects. Of course, Superion's very strong once you can get him out. So we're going to go over the deck. It is primarily blue. There's very little orange in it. I think there's really only 3 orange pips. So it's mostly for, defense. So starting with the actions, we've got 3 security checkpoints. Mainly playing it for the double blue. The ability itself is, it's pretty good. But of course, mainly want it in there for the double blue pips. 3 Inferno Breath. This is a really good card. Just tap one of your untapped characters with 5 or more, which is going to be any Aerialbot, do 3 damage. So, since there's not a lot of orange, you're going to be relying on some non-attack damage as well as pierce in order to get stuff out there. Plus, with Inferno Breath, say you don't have Fireflight tapped, you can go ahead and use this on Fireflight, and now he's a target. So, Marksmanship. If you have a ranged character on the battlefield, do 2 damage to an enemy in bot mode. Very good card. So we got 2 Aerialbot Enigmas. It really seems like running 2 of the Enigmas seems to be like the standard. It doesn't really seem too necessary for 3. With the green pip, it helps with consistency and getting that into your hand, of course. Also, once you've already got Superion, you deal 1 damage, so that's pretty good. More 2-ofs, the bigger they are. So this is pretty good when you haven't combined yet. So you get Pierce 4, plus 2 attack. And then also run 2 heavy-handed for once you do combine and you have Superion. So both of them are pretty handy, and they're both blue pips. So definitely works out for what we need. 2 Vaporize to help get rid of any upgrades. And 1 Espionage. I think I was running Disarm before, but I figured to swap it out for Espionage. Even though Disarm is a blue pip, you get a white one for here. And with this one, you have a little bit more freedom than with Disarm. Because if I recall correctly, Disarm is for any actions. But with Espionage, you can, call green if you know that they have an Enigma, or maybe they might have, like, Noble or Scoundrel's Blaster. Or, maybe they might have enforcement batons or something like that, You have a bit more freedom with this one. So now going into the upgrades, we've got 3 Armed Hovercraft, because why not? You have a lot of ranged characters with this deck. Attach it to a ranged character, do 1 damage to each enemy. It's really good. Energon Axe. Come on. Plus 3 attack, Pierce 2, blue pips. It's just great. Handheld Blaster, of course, we're mainly only using it for the double blue. I never really, outside of the starter deck, I never use this for the bold. I just don't really see the reason as to why. 3 Noble's Blaster. I could probably cut these down to 2 maybe, but they're pretty consistent. But the thing is that, Energon Axe is the better option, especially once you get to Superion, but Noble Blasters is still pretty good. So, but yeah, I don't know if I would cut it down to to 2. I'm debating on it. Reinforced plating for tough 2, so makes adds more defense flips for your aerial bots. We also got Sparring Gear, which is also tough 2. However, of course, we have the green pip plus the orange. This is where we're gonna try to get our extra attack damage. So pretty good. I know I've asked myself, like, why run reinforced plating and Sparring Gear, but I think having 6 cards that do tough 2 is pretty good for added consistency, because I mainly just have Sparring Gear for the orange, but I really like the tough 2 ability, especially once you can get it onto Superion later on. It's pretty awesome, so I think it's alright. 2 force fields. We all know what this does, so pretty handy. And then lastly, 2 field communicators. Off the top of my head, I know Alpha Bravo is a specialist. I think there's a few others. Skydive. So Alpha Bravo and Skydive are usually the specialists, but Alpha Bravo is usually the one that I have this attached to. Of course, Field Communicator is just a really good card. Although I have thought about, you know, either, was it multi-tool, but you know, you get the white pip with this, so not too bad. In regards to any changes I would make, Piercing Blaster, I have mixed feelings about Piercing Blaster. I know it's pretty good with aerial bots because they have to rely on pierce damage in order to really peck away before they can combine. Because once you get Superion out, he has a lot of attack. Right, so he's like 6 with Pierce 3. So he's already going to be dealing like 6 as it is. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, so 6 attack with Pierce 3. So you're already going to be dealing 3 damage regardless. With Energon Axe, you're going to get that to 9 Pierce 6. So that's 6 guaranteed damage. So, yeah, Superion's pretty crazy when you get him out. Majority of the time, you're just kind of pecking away at the opponent, and Fireflight usually is going to be taking the brunt of the damage. He's usually going to be the first to die. A lot of the aerial bots will easily get one shot because they have such low health pools. But with the constant blue, there's like, I think 36 blue pips total in here. I'll have the whole deck list written out in the description, but with 36 blue, like, it makes it very hard for them to die at times, especially when, you know, you have tough added on there. So Fireflight is usually one that I want to put reinforced plating or Sparring Gear on. Skydive usually already has tough 2 by itself, so he's usually one of the last that I'm going to flip into bot mode. Usually some of the first ones will be Alpha Bravo or sometimes Silverbolt, because in this deck, we're not really going to be using Silverbolt's ability very often. We're not going to hit that too often, so usually flip to him to deal 1 damage, and then see if we have an Armed Hovercraft or Inferno Breath to try to, you know, peck some more damage away. And then also, once you combine into Superion, you automatically deal 3 damage. So Superion's really good. So, we'll see what's going to happen in Wave 3. I'm not certain if I'm going to keep playing Superion. We'll probably see what cards will come out. I've seen a few that I think may work well, especially with the black pips coming out. So maybe I might find something to replace some of these with. But otherwise, I'm really excited for Soundwave. So that's definitely one that I want to check out. But yeah, so this is my blue Superion deck. Let me know what you think. Let me know what changes you think I should make. Because right now I'm probably only looking at the Field Communicator and possibly cutting Noble's Blaster down to 2. Otherwise, I think everything else is decent. But yeah, and I am planning on getting a Wave 3 for War for Cybertron box, and planning on opening that for the channel, but it may take me a while. I may not be able to get one right on release. Also be on the lookout for your local LGS to see if they're going to be holding any pre-release events, or release events actually, for Wave 3. I think you should be getting some promos, so you're definitely going to want to check those out so you can get those cards. Alright, well, do hope you enjoy this video. Peace out.